This video is not meant to shame anyone who has declawed their cat in the past, but it's more so to educate you on the dangers of declawing your cat. The 2 cats I had in my house growing up years ago were declawed, at a time when the education on this topic wasn't really available. It was common practice to declaw your cats. Pretty much anyone I knew who had a cat, the cat was declawed. You relied on your vet, and if that's the case, then they should give you the pros and cons. Even today, during the very first vet appointment with Tilly, the vet asked if we wanted to get her declawed since she's still so young. The vet. See, sometimes I think these folks are just out for money and going through the operation of declawing for profit. None of our cats in our home today are declawed, so that should tell you the position we have on this topic in today's world. People choose to declaw their cats because it's helpful to them with the furniture and other soft surfaces in their homes. Cats like to scratch the furniture. It's what they do. So you do have to have a scratching post or several in your house if you have a cat, because they do need a way to file down their nails. And in the wild, they would use trees to scratch to get this done. Even if they're not scratching your furniture, they will still want to leave their scent around the furniture that you sit on, the most common places such as your couch or on your bed. So they will still, from time to time, touch it in ways that might lead to their claws coming out, and they may also end up scratching it in the process. This is going to happen, but you can always redirect your cat to a scratching post. The main reason not to declaw your cat is in the event that they ever get outside. Their main form of defense is using their claws, which they are very efficient with. Even if you only declaw the front paws on a cat, because this is mainly what they're using to scratch, it leaves them that much more defenseless. So they are only ever able to use their back claws when they've already been attacked and might be injured. A lot of people also think that you're only taking the nails out of a cat when you declaw them, but this is not true. What they're actually doing is cutting off the tips of the cat's fingers. They're sawing through the bone and removing a part of their fingers. It would be like if you were to cut off your fingers at your first knuckle. And just like with any lost limb, there will be phantom pain that comes along with that over the rest of the cat's life, regardless of how young they are when the claws are removed. It also increases the chance of heightened anxiety in cats who've been declawed, as well as more insecurity. They become more fearful of strangers, they are more likely to run and hide, and many pet owners have reported that biting increases, where they can become hostile to humans, even their owners. It's actually not that common for biting to be the first thing a cat uses as defense, like a dog does. Cats use their teeth to mostly rip apart and eat their prey, and they'll use biting if they need to in a fight, but they usually scratch. But cats develop behavioral issues where they use biting to either get your attention or as a way to act out. That is because they don't feel they have their front paws to communicate with. Cats that are declawed can also develop infections in their paws, and they may stop using their litter box. The reason for the litter box situation is pain associated with being declawed when they scratch around in the crusty litter. This can mean that they might choose another place to use the bathroom. They can also get back pain. The back pain is because their feet don't actually hit the floor correctly. They're not walking how they would if they had their entire paw, including their claws. So they walk weird, and this could, over time, cause back issues. Could also cause arthritis. Most of the time it isn't a problem, and not usually a problem for younger cats because they're so flexible. But as your cat ages, again, they might start to develop back pain or other issues associated with not walking properly. And this is a problem because cats are masters at hiding their pain because they do not want to be seen as prey, and a wounded cat is prime prey. So you may not even realize that your cat is suffering from ailments that date as far back as the decision to declaw them. Choosing to keep your cat's claws does mean that you will have to tend to them. You will have to cut them regularly to prevent your furniture from being clawed up. It also means you will need to continuously redirect them to the scratching post for a good period of time until your cat understands that is where they should scratch. And you may need to have multiple scratching posts in your home. You may also have to put plastic or sticky tape or something over your furniture like we have to drive home the point that is not to be scratched. Of course, it's not possible to undo what's been done if you have declawed your cat. If you find your cat biting, then you would just have to work on their insecurities, and that does take a lot of time and patience. But if you're thinking of declawing your cat, we want you to at least have this information so that you can make an informed decision. If we have to adopt out any of the kittens, it will be with the stipulation that the new owner will never declaw them. We would rather take the cat back than to see that happen to them. I hope you've learned something today. We post our cat stories regularly, so stay tuned for more videos and subscribe to join the pride. Scratch out some comments down below, use your mouse to share this video, and put your paws on that like button. We'll see you in the next video.